The secret to restaurant quality noodles at home isn't what you add, it's what you don't add. No oil, no clumping, just pure velvet texture. These tamarind peanut noodles with golden tempeh are ready in just 20 minutes and are packed with plant protein. The perfect balance of sweet, sour and savory that will make you forget about that takeaway menu forever. I'm Dr. Tila and I create delicious plant-based recipes that are actually good for you.
And I'm her mom, and I've been cooking for 40 years, and I'm really impressed how these noodles turns out.
You're impressed?
Yes,
Or surprised?
very well. You can say both.
All right, let's get going. So the secret to these noodles is the timing. You have to make sure that everything is ready beforehand because it doesn't take a very long time to cook. So this is the perfect recipe after work because it only takes 20 minutes. So I get all my veg chopped up, I have all my sauce ingredients ready, and I've got my phone here as a trusted timer as well. All right, so let's get going with the noodles first. So I've got some water that's boiling. And then I've got some whole wheat buckwheat noodles. Use whatever type of noodles that you want. The cooking times may vary. Now, I know it's not restaurant style to cut them in half, but this just makes them actually go in the water a bit better. So I'm going to add them to the water and cut them in half. There you go. And I'm just going to stir that a little bit and put my timer on for 4 minutes and keep an eye on these. Don't be tempted to put the potato waffles in the oven for the kids while you get this done because otherwise they might clump together. Mom's telling me to do stuff. She's like slowly screaming in her head, don't do it this way. So the 4 minutes is up now. We're going to drain this under cold water and thoroughly rinse it and then put some lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice in the noodles itself to stop them from sticking together. So that's my noodles there. I'm just going to add the lemon juice. Because I've added lemon juice there, we don't need to add it to the actual dish. So let's get rid of that. So now the noodles are done, let's make the sauce. So in a jug, we are going to put our sauce ingredients. Mum, you can be the sous chef now. So we've got some vegetable stock here. Mum, if you put that in, just be careful. Then we've got some peanut butter here. Make sure it's natural peanut butter, it doesn't have any additives in it. And then we've got some chili flakes here. So I've got about 3 teaspoons of red chili flakes, but add as many as you want or as little as you want.
So are we putting the whole thing?
Yeah.
Because I'm here.
Yeah, because you're here. Then we've got some soya sauce. Mum, soya sauce, if anyone doesn't know what soya sauce looks like. Use some tamari if you want it to be gluten-free or less salt. Then we're going to add some garlic cloves. Again, I've doubled the garlic cloves, but it's less than we normally add to Indian cooking. But trust me, you want the tamarind taste to come out, so you don't want to add too much. Then we've got some tamarind paste. We're just going to blend this now. Okay, so that's done. As you can see, it's got this nice velvety texture. If it gets thick, then you can just add some extra water. Mum, just because it will be easier to pour out of a bowl, can you just put that into a bowl for me? So we're going to get going with the vegetables now. I've timed this so that we have the heartier vegetables go first and the protein go first, and then we have the ones that take less time so they all stay al dente. But you can cook them as much as you like or as little as you like, as long as you don't get sick. And I've got a hot pan here and we're going to add some soya sauce. So we're not using oil, but if you want to use oil, then you could use a little bit of sesame oil or some extra virgin olive oil, but I don't think this needs it. Okay, so now the soy sauce is warm, I'm going to add some red onion that I've sliced up. We'll put that in. So we're going to add a little bit of veg stock just to deglaze the pan. So we're going to cook this for about 2 minutes and then we'll add our tempeh. Now you can put the tempeh in first or you can put the onions first, it doesn't really matter, but I like these onions to be less sort of bitey and raw. I like them to be cooked, but make it the way you want to make it. And add tiny bits of veg stock just to prevent it from burning. Mum, do you make a stir fry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why, you never ate my stir fry?
I don't know if you made a stir fries growing up, did you?
Yes, probably you don't remember.
Okay, I'll have you ready with the tempeh. Don't put it in yet. I'll tell you when. You can see that this is getting less translucent. Everything gets cooked while the other ingredients get put in, so don't be tempted to leave this on for too long, yeah? Okay, do you want to add that in now, Mum? So we've got some tempeh that I've crumbled up. I'm using the Better Nature brand, but use whatever brand that you have available. If you find it a little bit bitter, then you can steam it beforehand in the microwave. So just mix that. Mum, you can do the mixing while I get the garlic powder ready. And then we're just gonna put a timer for about 3 minutes. We're gonna put about 1 teaspoon of garlic powder in. More garlic, Mum. Love it?
Yeah.
And don't worry if they are a bit stuck at the bottom. We've got a really good non-stick pan, and then when we add the sauce, we'll deglaze the pan and all that flavour will come out. Okay, so now we're going to add our baby corn. I've just chopped it up. Okay, I'm not going to take credit because Mum said I took credit in the last video. My mum has just chopped it up into quarters. So can you put that in there for me, please?
Oh, you're giving me some work then.
And we're going to cook this for just about a minute. Just adding a tiny bit of veg stock to prevent burning. You don't want to boil the veg, so you only want to add a little bit. So when people add oil, then they end up adding more and more oil, and then they're not in control of how much they've added. So now we're going to add the pak choy. So we've just got the stems of the pak choy that we've chopped up, Mum's chopped up, and we're just going to add some in there. We're going to add the leaves in later because they don't take long to cook. And then we've got some red peppers here. You know they're my favourite. So we're going to cook this for about 1 to 2 minutes. We'll add a little bit of veg stock again. We've still got to add our sauce. We've still got to add the pak choy greens. So we don't want to overcook this. Did I hit a camera woman? With a bit of pak choy. This recipe is perfect for weeknights. And we've got in a habit of eating earlier because we know that intermittent fasting works. It's really good to have time restricted eating. Obviously, it's not practical for everybody if you're working late shifts, but as much as we can, we try and eat, you know, at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, not late into the night, because a lot of my clients, they have, you know, a habit of waiting till the evening and having this massive meal. You know, it's not good for us to digest. So, you know, the earlier you can eat, the better. But obviously, if you end up snacking, then maybe, you know, it's better to be mindful of what you eat, because what you eat is really important as well. Okay, so 2 minutes are up. We're going to add our pak choy greens and we're going to just warm this for about 30 seconds. So then we're going to add the noodles in. And we're just going to count down 30 seconds. So now we're going to add our sauce in. So Mum, if you just add it to the edges, if that's okay. Try not to get my top dirty. This way, because the middle is the hottest, it doesn't get burnt. And I'm just going to turn the heat off because this is hot anyway. And we're done and we're ready to plate up. How easy was that? So we're just going to plate up and sprinkle some sesame seeds and coriander. There you go, our delicious fakeaway tamarind peanut noodles. This isn't just delicious, each serving provides approximately 32 grams of protein from multiple plant-based sources. The buckwheat soba noodles alone have 6 to 8 grams of complete protein per serving and are rich in rutin, a powerful antioxidant. The tempeh gives us 20 grams of protein per 100 grams plus prebiotics for gut health, while the peanut butter adds another 8 grams of protein along with heart-healthy fats. For the full printable recipe with all the nutritional information, head over to www.plantpromotingdoctor.com.
My friend won't believe that I have made something fancy like this.
If you enjoyed this recipe, give the video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We post new plant-based recipes every week that are doctor approved and mother tested.
If I can make, anybody can.
Check out our Asian-inspired playlist for more delicious recipes like this. Until next time, keep eating those plants.
And save your money from that takeaway.
You heard it from her. Stop spending your money on takeaways. Oh look, she's better than me at chopsticks.
Yeah, see?